Where the hell are they?
Hello, yoo-hoo! Hi! Tonight's episode is going to be about indoor koi ponds. Hello. Well, I guess we came to a realization. We saw something that we decided to let you guys know that yes, our koi pond is indoors. It's 1,000 gallons of water. And so we decided to come in here and sit with the koi. Yeah. And it was all Sheila's idea.
Bullshit.
But we're just
Sandy's.
she's
coming up with these bright-eyed ideas.
Yeah, bright idea, I know. Yeah. But we just thought we'd discuss a little bit about koi and their requirements indoors.
Right. Yeah, basically, I've been seeing this online a lot, and that's the idea about keeping koi indoors. And a lot of people don't think that you should, but I've been hearing some ridiculous reasons for it. So I wanted to...
We're going to dispel some of those myths.
Some of those. The first thing I'm going to do is tell you guys, even though we were actually sitting in the koi pond, we did do some prep work ahead of time. Like, neither one of us are wearing perfume, deodorant, body cream, anything like that. I'm keeping my hair up because I do have a hair product in. Right. So I'm not diving into the pond.
Yeah, we're not swimming with them right now, just in case.
No, they are coming around.
Slowly.
They're
This is new for them. We don't normally sit in here with them unless, usually we just move around if we're doing stuff. But.
Yeah. But, so you don't get the idea that just because you have an indoor koi pond that it's like doubles as a swimming pool.
It doesn't?
Well,
it can, but not safely.
Yeah, you have to be careful with your fish. Now, our fish are really used to, all of our fish hand feed. They're used to being petted around the back and whatnot, so they're pretty chill about us being in here. In fact, I'm looking down.
Yeah, they're starting to go, hey, what are you doing in here? Why are you sitting? What's going on? You got some food for us?
Yeah.
But what was some of the myths were?
Oh, one of the myths is if you touch your fish, it'll destroy the slime coat and kill your fish. The only way it would do that is if your fish is sick to begin with.
Right.
And, you're not going to sit there and, scrape with, a scrubby or something with fish. You just gently, on the top of the back. We do have an episode on how to pet your koi.
Right.
And I'm sure Mr.
Look back at that.
Well, Mr. Captions will put the episode number at the bottom.
Yeah, because God knows I don't know.
Yeah. I think we've done like 80-some episodes.
Hi, Sushi. I'm watching because Sushi's a little bit finger happy. And she's all getting excited because we're in here. I'm a little bit nervous. That's right. Yeah, me and Sushi, we have this love-hate thing. She loves me. Yes, she is. And anyway, but so that's not a real myth. We can be in here and it's safe for them. It's not going to hurt them for us to be in here in the water. Again, like Shiva said, no perfumes, dyes, lotions on our skin, so that we don't give them any kind of poisoning. But as far as sitting with them and gently petting them as they float, as they swim by, that's perfectly safe.
Yeah, so we don't chase them to stress them out. They come up to us,
right?
Or we bribe them.
We bribe them, which we'll show you later.
Yeah.
Another myth was they need direct sun.
Yeah, all right.
Any direct sun.
When it came to fish being
indoors.
One thing I heard was that you can't have an indoor koi pond because fish need sunlight. No. Actually, they need light and they need plants. And I'll show you some footage of this, but we have a zillion live plants growing here in our garage.
Right.
Because we have lights all over the place that produce that, photosynthesis effect.
That UV thing that we're sure Gareth or Mr. Caps can tell you all about that we don't know.
I was right, it's photosynthesis. Yeah. I know it's a big word, Sandy.
Whatever. UV light. Needs UV light.
Yeah. So as long as you have enough adequate lighting in order to get plants and bacteria and whatnot to be able to grow, you can have an indoor koi pond that isn't directly with sunlight. Now we do get morning light through these, but
right, and there is a window on the side as well that they get some light. So,
but not a lot.
But not a whole lot. Yeah.
Now, when it comes to keeping koi indoors, the first thing people are going to think of is aquariums. And a lot of people believe this really stupid myth that a fish only grows the size of its environment.
Yeah, no. Well, depending on the type of fish, like koi, that does not apply.
Yeah.
Goldfish, that does not apply.
Yeah, when it comes to koi and goldfish, they're going to grow no matter what. They're just not going to live very long if you keep them in a tank for too long.
Right.
Now we have seen with our own eyes koi that have been in tanks for 5 years, but they're a bit small and they've been unhappy and they've been getting cramped.
They were probably a third of the size of your fish that are 5 years old. At that, they're very much. They are smaller.
Yeah.
But they were still too big for the tank.
Yeah.
But they were smaller than the same age type fish.
So I would venture to say that it may slow their growth, but it's not going to stop their growth.
Right.
And it also depends on the genes. Like they might have a different gene line. Meanwhile, we've got koi like Koshi,
who's massive.
Is only. Let's see, we got Koshi in 2020, and she's now one of the biggest fish in the pond.
Right. Or like Hakai, who you've had since the beginning, and he's one of the smaller ones. Mm-hmm. He's actually smaller than the ones we brought in. So,
right.
and
So
he's
it's more luck of the draw in the gene pool on that one.
Right. But he still would be almost too big for a.
Yeah. So when you're talking about keeping koi indoors, we are not talking aquariums. The only time we ever keep koi in aquariums is if we are either treating them or if they are too small to go into the pond here and they wouldn't be able to compete with food. You've seen us keep baby koi in aquariums before, but as soon as they get big enough to where they can compete for food, they come into this pond. And then
I'm looking down. Trust me, I'm looking down to make sure nobody's coming at me. With the sucker mouths.
Koi rana.
I'm checking. Yes, I'm a coward.
They're practicing for koi rana.
I like the koi when I'm out there. Over there on the couch, which you saw, that was our setup. We normally sit on the couch, and we just wanted you to kind of see this is an indoor, this is a garage that we converted.
Right. Now, when it comes to building a pond inside, there's a lot of things to take into consideration. Now, when people who live up north and they have the really cold climate, or in cases of like hurricanes and stuff like that, if you really are that attached to your fish, you might bring your koi inside and use like kiddie pools or small swimming pool. Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
Kiddie pools, small swimming pools. I mean, we've even used several 55 gallons when ours were younger, and we didn't have this. We would literally put them in
55 gallon
things. But the problem is that people think, oh, I can just use a kiddie pool for a permanent pond. No, you're asking for trouble. A permanent pond in your house needs to be a solid structure. It can't be something inflatable because anything can happen, and the koi do need a couple 100 gallons of water at minimum. So if you want all that in your living room or wherever you put your koi, especially if you have other animals, not a good idea. What we did was we built this in a garage. That way it's its own room. We can keep the animals out of it, the cats, dogs, bird, whatever, out of it. And
not that we have any of those.
And this is built out of concrete. It's basically a big concrete.
I'm sure there was an episode on that.
Yes,
on the fun that we had building it.
Oh yeah. We do have episodes on how we built this pond.
Right.
But things that we did that people would probably do differently than what we did is that we have a separate sump area. We don't have an external sump.
Right.
Some people might prefer an external sump. We have a hole that we drilled in the wall in order to be able to drain it. It connects to PVC pipe and goes out to the yard. That way, whenever I do a water change, I just literally put a submersible pump in here. I stick the hose in the pipe in the wall, and it takes the water right out. We also have a hole over here in this corner where we can bring a hose in to fill it. This thing is our big filter. It's an eyesore, and I wish that it looked prettier, but it doesn't.
But it works really well.
But
because again, koi and goldfish are dirty fish, so you need a lot of filtration and a lot of.
Right, but there are different types of products you can use for filtration. I just decided
this was cost effective.
Very cost effective, and it works very wonderful. I mean, the water's crystal clear. That we're willing to sit in it.
Right.
But the big thing is just basically making sure that you have enough water and enough space for the koi. You can't have like a little preformed pond that's 75 gallons. That's not going to hold one fish, let alone several.
Right. Some of our previous episodes were showing you we rescued some from those preformed ponds that were just too small for them.
Yeah. So if you're going to do an indoor koi pond, do it right. Don't cheat. Don't think that using an inflatable pool is going to be the way to go. Don't use a preformed pond that's only 125 gallons at the most. It's not going to work. Not unless you're planning on turning in your fish every 6 months.
Right, and some people do. I mean, that keeps the fish stores in business. We keep them in business by giving them fish.
Just not our koi.
Not a koi, not a koi.
We give them baby bristleless breakfast.
Right.
But those are the big things.
Right.
You know, just
there was other myths. There was another myth that you were telling me about.
Oh gosh.
Was it the plants? No, it was the light.
No,
it was one other one.
The whole yelling at me for touching my fish.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, you're gonna kill your fish.
Yeah, as we sit here.
These guys would have been dead years ago if that was the case.
Yeah, that was the case because we handle them, play with them, feed them.
In fact, they're all coming over.
They're all coming over because we have a treat for them.
Yeah.
And they know it because we mistakenly gave them a couple pieces.
No, they saw me bring it in.
They saw, they're excited. They're getting watermelon.
Look at them. They're all lined up.
I don't know if you can see the watermelon. Here's the watermelon. And it's getting them very excited. So.
Yeah, it is. They're all, I know you can't see them right now, but they're all just kind of swimming back and forth.
Yeah, there's all in front of us like, hello, we're waiting. But we were just trying to get the episode out of the way. If you have any questions, comments, like, subscribe, share below. Want to come swim in our pond? Let us know. You can swim in the outdoor one. It's much bigger.
Yeah, eventually we'll get in that one.
I got in it once.
So did I.
Episode,
but I mean, it's
whatever.
Swimming. We could practically dive in there with the snorkeling gear.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's not my idea. That's not my idea. This one was mine. I'll take this one, but my idea is not out there. But we probably will.
Yeah.
But no, if you have any comments, like, subscribe, share below. If you disagree with us, we'd love to hear that too, because we could just refute whatever you say.
Yeah, by all means, tell us how we're killing our fish right now.
Yeah. You know, these 60-foot fish you have there.
They're not quite 60 foot. I think.
Well, how many feet probably approximately
About 2
is
feet for sushi?
Sushi's 2 feet. Do you think? I think she's sushi. She's
Sushi?
She's undervaluing you.
Okay, look, the
block
is a foot long,
right?
and she's not quite 2
Not
blocks.
okay, so she's not quite 2 feet long.
Not quite 2 feet.
She's probably 2 feet wide. But buy some stuff from our store too, because that will help us make koi rana, which Sandy kind of
see lots of people in here getting eaten by the koi.
Sandy kind of feels like she's going to be eaten any second now because they're getting very antsy because they really, really want that watermelon.
Yeah, they are. They are circling. I can hear the Jaws theme now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi guys, this is Shiva's husband Gareth. I'm usually called Mr. Science around here, but this time I'm stepping in as Mr. History. With all the talk of keeping koi indoors, that's kind of how koi keeping started. You see, Japanese farmers would keep carp in their rice paddies to help control insects and also to help fertilize the plants. But when winter would roll around, they'd actually bring their fish indoors. That's how they started noticing different variations and patterns and started this liking breeding that gave us our koi these days. Thanks.
If you have any comments, like, subscribe, share below. Definitely buy things so we can make koi rana because
they're practicing.
They're practicing now, yes, and
they're eyeballing Sandy.
You see Sandy watching because although they have no teeth, Sandy is a little bit not. I'm thinking my thumb would disappear in a couple of the mouths here. So
some of them are pretty big.
Yeah,
that one that's almost 2 feet.
But and as they swim over my foot, it freaks me out. So I keep looking down because I feel the water being displaced over my foot. I know, I'm a coward. They're koi of all things. It's not like they're sharks.
Yeah, we've got very, very friendly koi, and they would love to star in koi rana.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why we're even thinking about doing koi rana is because we know we can get these guys to perform on camera.
Yeah, they probably would. Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you feed them.
Yeah. Just stuff everybody's bathing
suits with watermelon.
Watermelon and ready to go.
I am not. Well, that would be parts of the body parts that will float up in little pieces. This could be the watermelon. Yeah, you're getting antsy here. He's right here messing with my foot.
You go right.
You're supposed to be afraid. You're a karasu. You're not supposed to let me pet you.
You guys like that?
Hi, baby.
Give me watermelon.
Well, you let me pet him first.
Yeah. She's been really friendly with
it. But yeah. Oh, it's a girl, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, no. And any comments, like, subscribe, share below.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear your ideas or if you disagree with us because we can refute you.
Yeah, please.
On this one,
tell me about how we're killing our fish.
Yeah, please. Yeah. As we feed them, are we going to feed them watermelon on camera?
Yeah, we'll feed them some watermelon on camera. We'll just have we'll have the cameraman. Look, we'll have Gareth.
Yeah, we'll have Gareth.
We'll have Gareth.
We made him come in here for this, so.
Yeah.
But we'll have him come on over, Gareth, and we can at least feed them a little bit and see if they'll
Yeah.
eat it for us.
By the way, what we're feeding them is we're feeding them seedless watermelon.
Seedless, yes.
You don't want to give them too many seeds. I mean, seedless does have a few seeds in it, but they're very small. You don't want to give them those big black seeds, you know.
Right.
So we're feeding them seedless watermelon. In the pond here, we've got koi, but we also have 4 common plecos who absolutely love this.
Yeah, they've moved on. I don't know where he went. There was one over here. I think
As soon as we let the rinds go, they'll
Yeah.
jump up on them.
Yeah, we're just going to feed a little bit, and then we'll get out of here so that they can actually enjoy it. They are a little bit nervous.
Oh, they're going to be even more nervous when the camera comes up.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, they're not big fans of the camera.
I know, that's the one downside to koi rod is we're going to train them to like the camera more.
See, there's a
Yeah.
couple kind of thinking, a little intimidated.
Yeah.
Most of them are on the other side already getting the watermelon.
Well,
of course they are.
Yeah.
It's under the bridge, so they're already getting at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little bastards. All right. So
Yeah, they're such little rats. What is Chiao doing?
I have no idea.
She's in the corner doing something. What is Chiao doing?
Diving for food.
Oh, she probably watermelon piece.
She's
Yeah.
trying to get something that's in the corner.
Yeah, probably watermelon piece getting there. All right.
You can get a beautiful shot of her. She's just.
No, you can't. As soon as you aim the camera, she's like, hell no, you can't. Again, like, subscribe, share, comment below. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you next time.
Yep.
Bye.